I don't like it when it's windy because it blows my beard up my face. Oh. Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we are at the Outpost Campground in Fayetteville, West Virginia, right outside of the nation's newest national park, the River Gorge National Park. These nice folks called yesterday and they got a tire that's wearing funny, and he wanted me to come out and check the bearings, make sure the bearings are okay, because someone told him, oh, if the tire's wearing like that, you got a bad bearing. I don't think that's going to be the case. So let me get down here and show you the tire, and then we're going to jack this one wheel up. Yes, going to put a jack under the axle. Just take a chill pill, everybody. It's fine. You can do that. You got to be smart. Can't put it out in the middle. You got to put it near the end. It's perfectly fine. So let's get down there and look at this tire, get her jacked up, see what's going on, see if we can figure out what's going on, and I'm going to take y'all along. This is a two-axle trailer, and the inside of the right rear tire is wearing like that. The other three tires look great. So let me get y'all set up here, get this thing jacked up off the ground about an inch. I think it was pretty dark out there. Y'all probably couldn't see any of that. Let's got it off the ground, so it will spin. Let's just grab a hold of the tire and shake it. All right, that bearing is a little bit looser than I'd like to see, but I don't think the bearing's bad. Let's I'll pop this wheel off. We're going to slide this room in so I have room to work. Pop this wheel off, pop the dust cap off, and look at the outer bearing and probably make a slight adjustment. All right, let me zip this wheel off here real quick, because if it didn't have this center cap, we wouldn't have to do that, but it does. Oh, that ain't the right size socket. It's so tight in there beside that wheel. Couldn't tell. Yep. Let's get the right size socket. Take two. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I hurt that one a little bit. I have to pound that up on there. Oh, here. I got a hammer right here. Every tool has a hammer side, right? I'll have to fix that nut. I might even have a nut. I'll have to look. Pop this dust cap off real quick. She's got grease in her. No metal shavings. That's always a good sign. This is a Dexter axle, so it's got Dexter's really nice nut lock here. Like these. They're the best. And that's about all it was too loose. I wanted to go ahead and just look at this outer bearing real quick, but I expect it's fine. Double tapered bearings, way better to run them just a tad loose than it is to run them a tad too tight. No reason to pull it all the way off. I'll get a rag, I'll wipe this up just a little bit. There's a de-washer. I'll just wipe it a little bit, look at it, put some fresh grease in it, and I think we're gonna be fine. Race looks good. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. That bearing looks just fine. I'm gonna put a little fresh grease in it. We're gonna reinstall it. And I believe we are gonna put his spare on there. He has a I believe it's a brand new spare. And he's gonna see if it's gonna continue to wear the tire weird. They still got a pretty good ways to go before they get home. So I think if there is an issue with the axle, that it will start wearing that tire as well. All right, pretty chilly day today. Let's see if I can squeeze some grease in this thing. Might put it in a vise. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a vise. This is set up to put in a vise. It's actually got a groove in the bottom for the jaw, and you just squeeze it. I'll see if I can get you a shot of it. I think my vise is just barely big enough. Oh, it ain't big enough to do this. Oh, vise in the garage is. So, okay. I can't show you that. I've used a vise in the garage to do that. If there had less grease in it, it would go in my vise. That would make it shorter. Why put it down here on the bumper? Oh, there we go. Okay, it squeezed some up through the bearing. So that's ready to reinstall. Okay, let's put the freshly greased bearing in. Put our de-washer and our nut. Not a castle nut, because it doesn't have a castle on it. Just a nut. Spindle nut. Just snug it up a little bit. Spin it. Just kind of play with it and I basically just got it finger tight. That's just to the point where it does no more clunk when you wiggle it side to side. And that's all we're doing. The lock has a D shape too. Go in the on the spindle. Sometimes you have to help that lock just a little bit. And there we go. Wipe the grease off my hands. Put our dust cap back on. that is done. Like I say, I don't think there's anything wrong with that bearing. I wouldn't be afraid to take this thing to California and back. Like I say, it's much better to run a bearing, a double tapered bearing. And double tapered means one's tapered one way on the back, the front one's tapered the other way. Double tapered bearing. Better to run just a smidge loose than smidge tight. So we're going to put his spare on here. Did I say that already? And he's going to see how it wears. It's a brand new tire. Was new when these were new. And he'll just try it and see what happens. Well, funny. Customer just asked me, well, how do you keep updated on newer stuff on RVs? But magazines? I'm like, magazines? I said, how old are you? He thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Maybe y'all think it's funny. I got this nut straightened out a little bit. Not completely. I'd have to take that chrome cover off. And then it's kind of hard to find a socket to fit them, I think. So let's get this wheel tightened up. You'll see it is this spare. It ain't as shiny and pretty as the one that was on there. But it is a brand new tire, so he'll know the next couple thousand miles if the axle's bent. Now we'll torque these though on 110 foot-pounds. But I think that's going to be it for this one. I'll drop the jack, torque the wheel, I'll get paid. They'll go up the road when yeah, paid. They'll go up the road after they get through enjoying southern West Virginia. So yeah, I'm going to go up the road and fix another one. And these folks got something they want to say real quick.
Go ahead, honey. You
like,
first.
comment, subscribe.
There you go, you heard them, do it. Catch y'all later. Does your RV have you stumped? Need a little help from an RV pro? Got a problem that's just a little too tough for you to handle on your own? Introducing helpmehillbilly.com. The Hillbilly helpline is here when you need it most. All you need is a basic knowledge of electricity, a test meter, some mechanical ability, and basic tools. We'll walk you through it via Zoom or FaceTime. Just $89.95 a call up to 1 hour. Pay easily through Venmo or PayPal. Get help the Hillbilly way.